Hello, my name is Andre Clay, and I will be discussing our simulation lab that we did this semester. I am a part of Group 4, Industry 4, Company A, and this is my individual assignment. Before I get into it, it's going to be really brief. It's just pretty much an overview of what we did. So let's get into it. This is going to be a little brief chart about our return on equity and earnings per share. Our first 3 years, our return on equity was about average. The next 2 years, years 9 and 10, they were above exceptionally great. And then that's when year 11 comes to play. Year 11, we failed to update our numbers, and we just had miscommunication between our management team, so it plummeted down, and that goes for our earnings per share as well. Even though we weren't above our competitors, we still were about average, and once year 11 came, we failed to continue that energy from years 9 and 10, and I'll get more into that later on. Image rating, credit rating were about average the entire time. We did really well in our credit rating. We did everything that our investors expected. We could have did a little bit more, but we did the expectations. So our mission statement, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but pretty much in our mission statement, we said that we're going to do a cost leadership. Cost leadership, we're going to make sure that our customers get a good product, but for a low price, so we can gain competitive advantage over our competitors. We also want to make sure that we're below average for marketing. When you spend a lot of money on marketing, you're going to have to offset that cost. So that is going to make our product a little bit more expensive, and we're doing everything that we can to make sure that we do not do that. Also, we want our product to sell itself. That's the idea of a company and a brand, is to make sure that your product can sell itself, and the brand. Also, we want to make sure that we are watching what we spend our money on, our money resources. We want to make sure that we're not pulling out loans and pulling out unnecessary money. We want to make sure that we are watching everything, so that way we can invest more into innovation and technology later on in the future. So our strategy the first 3 years, to watch our competitors. We didn't go straight into it full hard. We want to see how everybody was doing. Then years 9, 10, and 11, we wanted to differentiate ourselves from the pack. So we use our differentiation strategy and a cost leadership strategy. We kind of intertwined those, and they worked really well when we did. And then for years 12 and 15, since after having that backlash of year 11 and failing to complete year 11, years 12 through 15, we mainly focus on our cost leadership, because if we didn't, we already differentiated ourselves, but now we have to gain back our customers and our image and everything for our company, which is very difficult to do. But we're on the verge of catching up, but not. We're a little too far for it. Once you miss 1 year, it's very, very difficult to catch back up unless you do something drastically. So I did a SWOT analysis. Our SWOT analysis, our strengths that we did is credit rating, high productivity, low warranty costs, average ROE and EPS, and our high PQ rating. Weakness, third-party sales, we didn't do really too great in. Investment in innovation, we need to do a little bit more in. And employment, we need to hire a little bit more people to fill positions, so that way we don't go overtime. We can save money there, since that's one of the things in our mission statement that we look for. And increasing AC camera prices. we need to watch how we increase the prices for those, because we're losing sales because the prices are getting too high for the quality of the product that we're giving our people. Opportunities, it's a growing industry. So we have a lot of opportunities in the industry once we figure out how we can do more premium items for low cost. And then threats. Threats are competition. Like I said, once coming back from year 11, it was very, very difficult to catch back up with the industry. We were in first place the entire time, and just one little mistake can cost everything. So, lessons learned, different geographic will require different strategies. You can't do the same strategy in every geographic location. You have to kind of change up. You have to get to know the economy. You have to get to know how it works. You have to see what sells, what prices, and everything like that. And you have to watch how your competitors are in that geographic location as well. You got to do your studying. Better communications with your co-managers. Communication is key to a successful business. If you don't have communication, everything will go out of whack. People will be on different pages. People will do different things to, for instance, our simulation lab. We had some poor communication. That's why year 11 never got completed. Raising prices can be tricky depending on what is being offered. So when you raise prices, if you raise them too high, people want something back. You can't raise prices on a product and keep it the same exact product. You have to change one thing different. You have to do something that stands out from what it was the year before last. If a company does not need a loan, the company should not take it out, because that'll save the company money on interest and everything later on. And if it's able to, you should do it. And then use strategy. The main idea of this entire simulation lab is to use strategy. Don't make a decision right on the spot. You have to actually take the time and study what's going on, and everything, and look at the different ways you can go about a certain job, a certain way you want to run a company. Everything needs a strategy. You can't just think off the top. You need to actually study it. So yeah, that concludes my presentation. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's just a little brief overview of what we did over the semester. And thank you.